I'm Jane Lunnan with the Ashe County Arts Council and another update on the arts in Ashe. There's so many things going on in the arts in Ashe County, whether it's traditional music stuck away in every corner of the county, or the vibrant art scene in downtown West Jefferson with galleries and public art, or theater. And that's why I'm delighted to welcome to the show Rebecca Williams. Rebecca is a mainstay with Ashe County Little Theater. Rebecca, glad to have you here on the show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Jane.
Rebecca wears lots of hats in the arts in Ashe County. She's on staff with the Ashe County Arts Council, and she's also currently the president of Ashe County Little Theater, one of our favorite directors for Ashe County Little Theater, and one of our actresses and a costume mistress. Now, out of all of those roles with Little Theater, what's your favorite?
Well, I'd have to say costume mistress is my favorite, but I do enjoy the directing as well.
Great. Well, we're kicking things off with the spring production for Ashe County Little Theater called Mama Wont Fly, and you are the director. Tell folks a little bit about the show.
Sure. I am the director of Mama Wont Fly. The production will happen March 28th, 29th, and 30th. It is our first spring production, and it's a very funny comedy. We have three main actresses, Mama, who won't fly, and the daughter and the future daughter-in-law that are all trying to get to a wedding from Mississippi to California. And so it becomes a very long, hilarious road trip. They meet all sorts of different characters along the way. They end up going to the Texas relatives for a Texas barbecue where lots of interesting things happen. They end up in Vegas at a wedding chapel, and they do eventually make it to California. So it's a very funny comedy. We have 21 actors and actresses, and most of those actors and actresses will play multiple roles. So it's fun to see who's playing who and how many costume changes there are and how many different characters they can play.
Oh, what fun. Is this a family-friendly show?
Absolutely,
okay.
Family friendly. It is slightly PG, but most children will enjoy the comedy and the physical comedy. So yes, it is family friendly. So
Great.
bring your children and your teenagers. We always want those folks to enjoy live theater, which is very different than going to a movie or a concert. So bring the whole family.
Or watching it on your computer screen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, and building audiences, and especially building our future audiences with our young people is so important. Ashe County Little Theater has a good long history of doing shows that involve children and young people. Many of our plays do. And of course the Missoula Children's Theater residency that's sponsored by the Arts Council, the Civic Center, and Little Theater every year. We've got a great cadre of young people that love being on the stage, and they get that by being able to watch theater, as we all need to be watching theater.
Absolutely.
And enjoying the live nature of, the spontaneous nature of how it all happens and puts together. I imagine you've got a pretty good backstage crew too.
We do.
All those behind the scenes elements for us sitting in the audience, costumes, sets,
That's
props.
right. We've had folks already working on our sets for Mama Won't Fly. There has to be a car on stage because it is a road trip. So our set people have been very creative with coming up with a wonderful sort of three-dimensional looking car on stage, as well as a big rig. They do have to ride the big rig on the interstate. So lots of scenes. Our set people and our lighting folks, our costume folks are very creative. Coming up with new ideas and exciting stuff for our wonderful facility that we have at the Ashe Civic Center in downtown West Jefferson.
Right. You know, and I think that's also a good opportunity to share with the listeners that community theaters, Ashe County Little Theater, any of the others that are in the region, are always looking for folks to get involved.
Absolutely.
If not on stage, then behind the scenes. It takes many, many hands to be able to pull off those productions. So if there's a wannabe thespian out there, if there's somebody that's had experience in sewing, in carpentry, in building, in gathering props, in just the physical nature of moving set pieces on and off, and you'd like to get involved with Ashe County Little Theater, we do invite you to give us a call or email us. We can communicate, and would love to get folks involved. Let's review the dates again. It's coming up pretty soon.
It is, a couple of weeks.
In fact, 2 weeks from
2 weeks from today is opening night, March 28th, 29th, and 30th at the Ashe Civic Center. The Friday night and Saturday night shows are at 7:30. The Sunday matinee is at 2. It's $16 for adults and $5 for students. And you can call 336-846-2787 to get your tickets. We have people waiting right there to take your money and to sell your tickets.
Right. And it is reserved seating
in
the Ashe Civic Center, a lovely, lovely theater space. Before we close out, let's also mention the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
Ashe County Little Theater typically does 4 shows a year. We'll be following up Mama Won't Fly with the big summer musical of Les Mis. That will be a big undertaking. That will take place the end of June. The August show is Southern Fried Funeral, another comedy at the end of August. And then in the middle of October, rounding things out, a drama, Wait Until Dark. Audition dates are posted for all of those shows. The auditions for Les Mis will be on March 31st, right after Mama closes. That show is directed by Michael Yelton and music direction by Mark Tomasic. So there's lots going on with Ashe County Little Theater. You can find out the information on our website, AsheCountyArts.org. Give us a call for information or tickets, 336-846-2787. Rebecca, as they say, break a leg, and we hope Mama won't fly.
Won't fly.
Ashe County Little Theater. Thanks.